the strong man and the whisper of betrayal. Samson was a man set apart from birth, a Nazirite whose uncut hair symbolized the covenant between him and the God of Israel. From the days of his youth, his strength astonished everyone who saw him. He tore apart lions with his bare hands and struck down armies with nothing more than the jawbone of a donkey. Israel, often oppressed by the Philistines, saw him as their living weapon, a man whom no chain could bind. Yet Samson had a weakness that was not in muscle but in heart. He was drawn to women whose charm and beauty could quiet his fierce spirit. Among them was Delilah. Delilah lived in the valley of Sorek, a woman of grace whose words fell like honey. When Samson visited her, his laughter echoed through her home, and for a time she became his rest from the battles of men. But the Philistine ruler saw in Delilah the key to Samson's undoing. They approached her with promises of silver, wealth enough to set her above many, and whispered, "Entice him, and find out where his great strength lies. Then we shall bind him and humble him." Delilah agreed, though her heart was torn between affection and ambition. One evening, as Samson rested with his head upon her knees, she asked softly, "Tell me, my love, what makes you so strong? How could a man like you ever be subdued?" Samson, amused, toyed with her words. "If they bind me with 7 fresh bowstrings that have never been dried, I shall be weak as any other man." That night, Delilah secretly tied him with bowstrings while Philistine soldiers lurked nearby. At her cry, "The Philistines are upon you!" Samson broke the bowstrings as though they were threads near a flame. The soldiers fled, and Delilah's heart burned with shame at his mockery. Again and again she pressed him, each time coaxing, pleading, and each time Samson offered false secrets, new ropes, woven locks of hair fastened with a pin. Each time his strength burst forth, and Delilah felt both fury and desperation. Finally she spoke with tears, her voice trembling. "How can you say you love me when your heart is not with me? 3 times you have deceived me." Her persistence wore down the mighty man more than any army could. Day after day she pressed him until his soul was weary to death. At last, in a moment of weakness, Samson told her the truth. "A razor has never touched my head, for I am a Nazirite to God from my mother's womb. If I am shaven, my strength will leave me, and I shall be weak like any other man." That night, as sleep overcame him, Delilah signaled the Philistines. A man crept in and shaved off the 7 locks of Samson's hair. When she cried again, "The Philistines are upon you," Samson awoke, ready to fight as before, but this time he felt the dreadful emptiness within. His strength was gone. The Philistines seized him, gouged out his eyes, and carried him away in chains. Delilah vanished from the tale, her silver clinking like the echo of betrayal. Samson